problem? Yo, I'll solve it. Ouch. Woo. How you doing, YouTube? Parasitic Generation, back with you today to do a video on Glock 43. Alright, let me pick my magazine up, because there will be some more shooting in the video, trust me. This is one of the Glock's smallest handguns. Okay, there's the Glock 42, which is Glock's smallest handgun, and this is right up there. Now, it has a 3.39-inch barrel. It's 1.2 inches wide. It feels really good in the hand. Now, it comes with two kinds of base plates: the flat base plate and the pinky extension. Now, the flat base plate makes it to where you can only get really 2 fingers on there. And this gun is somewhat snappy, especially if you're using plus P self-defense ammunition, which I was right there. And the pinky extension really does help for controllability. Okay, the gun moves around a lot less. Now, the downside to the gun itself, and I understand because it is a small gun, there's only 6 rounds, but they make a lot of extensions: 7+1, 8+1, 9+1, and 10. But they've also come out, ETS has come out with a 12-round magazine for this that sticks out a little bit longer, like a stick mag from a Glock 19 or 17, something like that. But that's really cool. Magazines are reliable, well made. I wish Glock had figured a way to put 7 in there, because I'm, pretty sure they could have done it. It has a recoil reducing spring to cut back on the snap of the gun itself, but it still has some snap. So a gun like this takes some getting used to shoot accurately. It might not be for everybody. That's just me. It might not be for novice shooters, but it is a really cool gun because it is very light and easily concealable, and that's the whole point of the gun itself. This gun is not a good I would not consider it to be a good home defense gun. Now, if it was the only gun you had, then by all means, hell yeah, go for it. But there's a lot of better options, like Glock 26, Glock 19, as such. So here we go. I'm going to be aiming for the head. Slow fire this time. Hopefully I'll hit the head. Okay. I have about 100 rounds to the gun itself, and I've had no malfunctions whatsoever. Like I said, it is snappy, but I like it. It's eaten everything I put through it. Hollow points, which is a big deal for me, and brass cased and steel cased, so not had that big a problem with it. So let's shoot it one more time. Sorry about that, my phone cut out. So okay, we're gonna be shooting again, center mass, rapid fire this time. Now, since it's a small gun and the sight radius is small, when you rapid fire, it tends to jump a little bit, so it's a little bit harder to shoot than a full-size pistol, but it's still a comfortable, easy gun to shoot and conceal. I got this a couple months ago, and I picked it up for $400 out the door. It was used. It has like a scratch right there, a little bit of wear up front, and that's about it. Everything else was good, nicely well oiled. This is the model. There's a special edition model that's OD green I wanted, but I could only afford this at the time. Before I had stuff come up that costs a lot of money, medical bills for my son, had to have surgery and stuff, and that's not cheap. That's why I've had to sell a lot of firearms to help pay for that and pay for bills and stuff. But this is a good concealed carry. This is what this is made for, is concealed carry and ease of carry, especially here in Texas where it's 105, so it's hotter than hell. Okay, and I really enjoy shooting the gun, even though it is a little bit snappy. And I think it said 16 ounces fully loaded, I do believe. Don't quote me on that. But this came out in 2015, I believe. They came out with a Glock 42 first to see how the market would be. And a lot of people liked the Glock 42, so they released the Glock 43. And I understand why it's popular, but for concealed carry, if you can do it, I would suggest a Glock 19 or Glock 26, but it's still a good gun. I do not feel underarmed with this pistol at all. But yeah, we're gonna go slow fire again for the face. It has a small head on it, so it must have a really small brain, so it's gonna be really hard to hit it. So. Now, the sacrifice you get with a smaller gun like this is accuracy can suffer because the sight radius, you know how it is. So it's easier to shoot accurately a bigger gun. But with enough practice, you can do good with this gun. And it's easily customizable to whatever the hell you want. They have threaded barrels, custom barrels, everything you want for this gun. So if you are in the market for a concealed carry pistol, and you want a Glock, it's hard to go wrong with a Glock 43. They're under $500, so they are cheaper a lot of places than a full size. And for concealed carry, this is hard to beat because it's reliable, it's accurate, and I'm going to take you to the target real quick and show you how accurate this little sucker is because I'm a sucky shot, so stand by. Well, would you look at that? All in the headshots, all in the chest, had a flyer there and there, but other than that, that is accurate for a little pistol like this, a rapid fire. Not a problem. This guy has had a bad day. So thanks for watching, YouTube. That's my review of a Glock 43. I highly recommend it. It's great for concealed carry, and for a gun that can be carried every day is better than a gun left at home. I would have this as a backup shit hit the fan pistol to my Glock 19 because reliability, yada yada yada, and I really do like it. Thanks for watching. Like my granddad used to say, violence is the last resort of the thinking man. Only a fool would refuse to face the facts when it becomes an option for life. Y'all stay armed and safe.